Looks good. All right, we are live, I think. Hello. Hopefully our audio is good. Probably should check that because we have two microphones and haven't tested this.
Well, so far it looks like the green on yours is pretty good, and the green on mine is
Check.
Yeah, see?
Is it not picking up your microphone?
It is picking mine up. It's just not as loud as yours, even though I'm like right on it. So I don't know if I need to angle this here.
Well, I was just gonna pull up YouTube and see if we can hear. So let us know if you're watching, if we sound okay. So this is gonna be a very informal video, kind of just giving a channel update and also just kind of doing some of our own music planning, so you can feel free to like plan out your music year along with us. Stupid ads. This is my wife, by the way.
Hello.
My lovely wife, Haley. And we do a lot of stuff together, so it seemed fitting to have her on this live stream. All right, say something. Say something.
Hello.
All right. The stream is behind, so we gotta wait and see.
Okay, I heard my voice.
All right, so you sound okay. All right.
Yeah. I just need to make sure not to deviate too far from the microphone.
All right, so I guess we can start sharing our screen. So, so this is kind of be, I don't know, something new we're trying out here. I guess I'm trying out here. So, one thing I was like, been learning more about YouTube and stuff like that. And one piece of advice I received was like to just film everything you're doing. So we were going to be like kind of like planning out our music year together, like when we're going to release, when we're going to actually work together to record, how we're going to promote our music. And so rather than just doing that and not recording it, we decided to record it. And if we're going to record it, might as well just live stream it. And so maybe this will give you some ideas for your own music as well. Or maybe you'll think this is stupid, in which case you won't watch. So.
Well, then it would be a cautionary tale. Here's how not to plan, because maybe this won't work.
Yeah, we don't even know if our plan will work, right? We might implement it and then nothing happens. So
I guess we'll have to update. Or I guess you can go check out and
another
coast and see how well it's going.
Right, that's another part of this is kind of a channel update too, life update. Since I've seen people do that, apparently you can talk about yourself on YouTube too. So I'm driven not to try here and try not to feel weird about that.
Too exposed.
Yeah. So one part of that is we're wanting to do more raw content on here, kind of like documenting our journey, kind of doing a vlog kind of like series on our experiments, kind of using myself as a guinea pig and what we're doing with our own music, and then sharing how that's going and results of that. Like I know there's one blog I used to follow. What was that called? I think Brian Hazard was the author, and he's actually also a synthwave artist, interestingly enough. And he would all his blog was just him. I tried this and like didn't get any results, or I tried this and got a lot of results. So that was really cool doing that. And he did it in blog format. So like I was like, well, if I did it in kind of like a vlog style format. So that's what I'm wanting to start doing, but it's February and we're just now doing our planning. So you might be wondering about like why that is. So I'm just going to share my screen real quick. And I've also, we used to have a streaming software, which we don't have anymore. So it's like, I'm still my first time really using just the YouTube streaming.
Which, if you think about it, is actually really fantastic, because now you can tell people, hey, if you don't have the money for streaming software, don't let that stop you.
Well, I still have to figure out how it would work with like streaming my docs. I like to do that. So anyway, so I figured I'll start with just some life and channel update kind of stuff. So kind of already covered that. So why are we only now planning this in February? I don't know, is that too zoomed out? I'll like zoom in. What's on that screen? Okay. So too zoomed in.
There you go.
So basically, it's been a really rough last couple of years.
That's putting it mild.
This is very janky. So basically, in January of 2024, I lost my job in the company because the company I worked for basically went under. And at that point in time, I was only making about $500 a month from music. And I had worked from home too since 2015. So I've always worked from home. As long as we've been married, I've worked from home. We have 5 kids now. So they're used to me always being home. And so, I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's the end of that. I'm gonna have to finally like leave home and go to work, which was kind of a new thing. On top of that, like we didn't really have a very good car.
No.
So and it's always we still don't. Our car's always been breaking down. It's like I don't even know if I can like drive to a job. We can't really afford a new car. And so I was applying to tons of jobs. So I applied to lots of like online jobs too. Jobs where I could like work from home. In fact, it's like probably like over 150 jobs, and like did dozens of interviews. And this is kind of my first time really like applying for jobs seriously, because every other job I've gotten before now was kind of just handed to me. Like I got a painting job through a friend. Well, that's not totally true, because there's another painting job in college where you're supposed to be taught how to run your own painting company. I had to go through like 3 rounds of interviews and stuff. And that was a pretty rigorous process. But I got that pretty easily. And then I got a job teaching creative writing at a private school, and didn't even interview for that. I just got that job because I had a website where I was already teaching creative writing. So I already had authority there, and they're just like, oh, and it's matched their worldview and everything. So they just hired me on the spot at a event, kind of like a homeschooling event, curriculum event or something.
Oh, one of those conferences.
Yeah. So I was running a Kingdom Pen booth. I think that's where I heard of it. I mean, I could be remembering wrong.
So your website was basically your resume.
Yeah. So the cool thing about having websites and creating content. So that's how I got that job. And then I quit that job. I was one of the few jobs I've quit. Well, I quit the other painting job too. But so anyways, my first time really like getting into like the job market, having to apply for jobs. And it's crazy because it's like they want you to like do all this stuff for them, like build us a landing page and prove that you can do the work. So I'm like doing all this work for people. It takes a long time, and like not being paid for it. One company did pay me, even though they didn't hire me. And it was crazy. Like a lot of people like thought I was amazing. And like one company was like, you're kind of overqualified. I'm like, I don't care. I need money. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, they're surely going to hire me. And then they didn't hire me. And
a lot of weird stuff going on.
Yeah, I couldn't get hired anywhere.
You would get so close several different times. So close. And then the one time they said the position.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about. Okay, never mind. Should have looked at the screen.
Yeah, I was even applying to like teach at like online schools, because like online schools where you can like do online classes, and you just pitch them what your class is going to be. Like, oh, I'll teach kids like music production and stuff. So you can sign up for my claess and I'll teach kids music production.
I just remembered I applied for that too.
Yeah.
And I got turned down
too. It was this platform called like OutSchool. And they're like, no, we're not interested in that class. I'm like, what? No kids don't want to learn music production? I
was told it was overcrowded. There were too many people in my niche, and there wasn't enough people for
you were going to teach piano though.
Yeah, I was going to teach piano, but I forgot. I totally
forgot. So getting more desperate, right? Because like we don't have any money coming in. Like, and so I'm reaching out to friends. Like some friends had a painting job, and so I'm like, surely they would hire me to be a painter. And I even had like a painting job in college, and like I was like hiring people. I was hiring painters. So, but then they never responded to me. So I talked to them on the phone, like, oh yeah, we'll get back to you, and nothing happened. So, one job I was hired and then fired a week later because the owner found out I had a band named Andromeda Coast, and that was offensive to them, which really blindsided me. Even though when I applied for that job, I sent the owner my portfolio page, and in there I mentioned like Orpheus Audio Academy and Andromeda Coast. So they just didn't even look at my portfolio page, I guess, when they hired me.
It's not funny, but that's my response to everything now.
I also got hired to be a salesman, like door-to-door salesman for a solar company. Even though I hate door-to-door sales, I had a door-to-door sales job in college. I had some experience there. So they hired me. They're like, we just got to put together the training. There's like a couple of weeks of training, and then you're done. And so like they were just like trying to get schedules together for where the next training would be. And I'm just like texting them every week, like, hey, when can I get started? When's the training? Like, it's going to be this month, and it's the next month, and the next month. And then they finally just like ghosted me, and the job just vanished. And that would have been probably like a 6-figure job. So it's just like, what the heck is happening?
Yeah, that was crazy. And I think they probably like you undersold the significance of you like being willing to get that job, because that is like the worst possible job for you. That was like work. Like you didn't going door to door, talking
miserable.
to people was like leaving the house and doing that would have been absolutely miserable. So you were willing to do anything.
Well, on top of that, I mean, I applied for like, I got really desperate. I'm like, okay, none of the marketing jobs I'm applying for are working. None of the audio jobs. I was applying for like radio and different stuff. And like just wasn't hearing back from anybody for the most part. Most part, people just weren't replying. So I even like tried Taco Bell, Walmart, because I was doing DoorDash and saw wanted sign at Taco Bell. I'm like, oh. I talked to the guy, hey, how do I apply for this? Like, go online, apply, and you never hear back.
You apply for Walmart, you apply for driving.
Publix, Amazon delivery driver, warehouse worker. I was doing DoorDash too, but we have a 15-passenger van, so we were like breaking even on what I was making just because of gas costs and stuff. So it's been pretty rough. And on top of that, you were reliving all the repressed memories that were coming to the surface from all the trauma and abuse that you experienced growing up.
On and off throughout the last couple of years.
Because, long story short, and to try to keep this as PG-13 as possible, you were raised by sadistic pedophiles. So, and all that entails. And you detailed your story over on our other YouTube channel for Andromeda Coast. So if you want to know your whole story. So basically, that's a
pretty crazy tale, and we'll be adding more to it.
So that was very debilitating for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because like my whole system just shut down, and I could barely function, and so yeah, you've been trying to figure out work, and then some days you're having to take care of all the kids and me, and
our kids don't go to school. We homeschool, so our kids are always home. So,
which is great because they've learned so much so fast.
Plus our school system, you're gonna get like stabbed or kidnapped or something. There's lots of kidnappers and stuff.
A lot of threats.
We don't live in a great area either. So, so they're definitely better off being homeschooled. But it's kind of hard sometimes.
Yes, it is.
And then my health really tanked too because of all the stress. So things have been really, really rough, and we haven't really been able to do a lot with our own music. It was just barely enough doing all this, trying to find work. We while running Orpheus Audio Academy, and
we did Amazon for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were going to mention that at all.
I did.
Oh, okay.
I was going to mention it. So basically, let me go back to sharing the screen. What was then resolve all this was basically nothing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I thought we kept hearing God telling us that I wasn't supposed to get a job and instead just focus on my business. But that seemed crazy, so we weren't really listening. Didn't really listen to that. And so while the job stuff kept falling through, we were told about like this Amazon influencer program and how you can make a lot of money just reviewing products and posting them on Amazon. So we were doing that. And then like companies would reach out to us and were like paying us to like send us a product and doing like an honest video review post of the product.
Got a lot of cool stuff. Kids had a bounce house for a while.
Yeah, I got a bounce house. That
was crazy.
For free. We even paid like they would pay us like $20 a video. And so we're doing that for a long time, and it was like, oh, this is doing really well. Like, and like the income, we're up making over $1,000 a month at one point, just from that. And we're like, okay, and at the rate, if we do X number of videos, our income goes up this amount. Okay, so it's like, in a few months we could be making like $5,000 a month.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then abruptly it just tanks, and it all goes away, and we're now. And it's like, wow, okay. And
we put out like close to 700 videos. Like it wasn't
in just a few months.
We didn't just go like, oh well, we just put 100 out there. No, we were doing like 100 videos per month. Like it was insane the amount of content we were putting out.
Right. And so just to like pay for basic stuff like food and electricity, stuff like that, we had to like max out our credit cards, and we just stopped paying our mortgage and had to go to food banks just so we had food. So like we tried to get on government assistance for a long time, but all the illegal immigrants were taking it all up, and there was no room, basically. So, but eventually things did turn around, thankfully. So
they did.
Finally decided to listen to God and really focus on Orpheus Audio Academy, and things started turning around. And a big player of that was actually Lander, who decided to sponsor the channel. So I'm waiting for this. We can just talk about it. Lander decided to sponsor a channel, and that was huge. And number one, like I was a pretty big fan of DistroKid before Lander reached out to me. Like I've done videos on this channel about DistroKid, but there were some things I wasn't happy with DistroKid, and Lander reached out to me, and like I'm like, well, what about this? What about that? And I've had many conversations with people at Lander, and they were just awesome, and they really care about music artists, and like they handled those problems. For example, like DistroKid, I had to pay $12 every single year for every single cover song. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm not doing any more cover songs. But with Lander, you just pay one time $15 fee, and they handle all the legal stuff for you, and you can release as many cover songs as you want for that one-time fee, and you're done. So that was awesome. Also,
yeah, that was a big selling point for us.
That was huge because like, we want to do a lot of covers because that's one of the best ways to grow. And we've done a couple covers. We need to get, that's part of what we're going to do is planning out what more covers we need to do. Of course, I got typos in here. Whatever.
It's authentic.
But well, I'm not showing my screen anymore, so it doesn't matter. So that was really big. There also, what's really awesome about Lander is a lot of the stuff you had to pay for extra with DistroKid, like for YouTube Content ID, that's built in with Lander. You can also have, for basically the same price or less, you can have more release music under more artists. And they also have the really cool studio plan where you get tons of, in addition to distribution, you get plugins and samples and all kinds of stuff, which has been really awesome. So just incredibly grateful to Lander, because without them sponsoring the channel, I don't know where we'd be. And they're also just amazing, and I really believe in their products and their service. So if you're looking for a music distributor or you're not happy with yours, you want to switch, definitely recommend Lander, and you can actually get 20% off thanks to them sponsoring this channel. I have a special link that you can get. I'll add that to the description. Actually, it's already on the description. It should be. So big thanks to Lander. I also started getting more audio clients as well. And I wouldn't say we're out of the woods yet, but things are much better. We're actually paying down debt, and we can pay our mortgage again. And so that's been really cool. And so that's another thing like kind of shied away from talking about on this channel is like more, because I ask a lot, like, what do people want help with? And people ask me a lot, and they want help with how to like make money from their music. And technically I am making music full time. Mm-hmm. This is my full-time job. And so I guess I should lean into that and be like, hey, I'm making a full-time income. Here's how to do that. But it's like, because it's been so rough, and it's like not something I'd recommend to other people, and it's still very stressful. We're not like rich or anything. I've kind of like shied away from talking about that. So I guess let me know in the comments if you do want me to share more about what we're doing and how we're making income and how to make income from music and stuff. So, and I don't really like talking about myself or sharing all this. Like I've wondered if I should share this for a long time and like didn't want to share it, but I thought it was important to share it just to let you know that like, if you're going through a hard time yourself, right, who isn't these days, that you're not alone. And when you're going through hard times like that, sometimes it can make music feel like it's really not important. You're like, all these other things are way more important, and music kind of just gets abandoned, especially when it feels like no one's listening. So I think we're also in a good place where it's like, well, I don't believe that. I think music is valuable, and it can really change lives and have an impact. So
it's been a huge help for me in dealing with everything that I've gone through.
It helped you
like legitimately,
literally not unalive yourself.
Yeah.
And that's why like Stranger Things, like we're such huge fans of that show. The last season was great, but season 4 was just like perfect.
Yeah.
And the way like with Max sort of basically surviving by having music to play. So I really believe in that.
Yeah, that was me for a little bit last summer. It's just, this is how I'm going to exist today. So I don't.
Well, even today, you're still remembering stuff, and what keeps you from completely like being incapacitated is like singing.
Yeah, because I found out it helps regulate your nervous system. Like music and certain types of music can be helpful, and it depends on the person and what that music means to you. Like for me, everybody will be like, oh, well, calm classical music can be helpful. For me, it's not, because that's what I grew up listening to. So that's hymns are not going to be helpful
The
for
real
me.
secret is synthwave, right?
Honestly, yeah, synthwave has been super helpful. And I remember like there
Well,
was a point where
you also listen to a lot of like pop music. So
I do like listening to a lot of pop music, but I do love synthwave. And like there was one day that I was feeling very angry. And I was like, I have this rage that's like resonating in my system, and I cannot find a song and I cannot find a genre. Like I'd listen to metal, I'd listen to heavy metal, I'd listen to all sorts of different types of, I'm like screaming isn't doing it for me. It's like just it's not capturing what I want. I tried dark synth, and so I was telling you, like, I need a certain sound. And so then you just, are able to take people's he's really great.
I
like
told her to say that.
this is like I wasn't planning to say this, but it's true. Like you are so great at taking like people's descriptions of what they want.
I also created the song with the diaper wipe commercial because you remembered your mom trying to kill you.
Yeah,
With,
but it was so perfect. Like you've been able to take ideas and capture it and actually create something that is just resonates. And I remember the first song you made for the Trauma Wave album that we're still working on. And I was like, I love you so much right now, to put it mildly.
Still trying to get this PG-13.
I know, that's what I'm trying to keep it within the parameters. But it was like, yes, that resonates like with what the emotion and the intensity that I have going on inside of me right now. And like, because happy music, everybody's like, oh, if you're down, listen to happy music. I'm sorry, there is a time and a place for happy music. When you were dealing with rage of decades of trauma, happy music just sounds like a joke.
Yeah, I mean, the Bible says like be happy with those who are happy and be sad with those who are sad.
Yeah, there's a time and a place
listening to happy music
dark
music
music.
when you're sad is like being happy while someone's sad. It's not really helpful.
It just didn't work. So anyway, yeah, like music is so vital and so important, especially when people are going through dark times, because sometimes music is the only format that you can take in any kind of message anywhere. Like you can't hear people talking because it's just like, yeah, whatever. But music like somehow bypasses that. I don't know what the science is on that, but it bypasses
the language of emotion.
Yeah, it is.
Ideas, which is what words are.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my little rant.
Which is why, really, it's a controversial take, but lyrics aren't the most important thing when it comes to music. But.
No, they aren't. I mean, they matter for me, but sometimes they don't. There doesn't need to be any lyrics in your song, period, for it to speak to you.
So, just to remind you that you're not alone and that music's still important. And so, in this year, we're wanting to really launch our music career because we never really launched our own music career, really committed to it. We just put out some music, but never really tried to promote anything or really be like consistent. And it'd be great if we could run ads, but we don't have a budget for that. So we're going to be doing just free promotion and kind of seeing what works or what doesn't work. And if you want to, know how that goes, just let me know in the comments and we'll document that on the channel. So yeah, we've already published 3 songs this year. So that's when cool. We put out a major music video as well, which is really cool because you like dressed up as like a broken glass doll and everything. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I was.
So it's a pretty cool video. You can see that on our channel.
So it was all my idea.
It was all your idea. Yeah, that was all your idea.
But I can't take credit for everything because there was shots that you took and you just like I said, is so great at just capturing like the message and the intent and executing it. It's amazing because first time I saw the video, I cried. So I was like, oh, this is perfect.
So we just need more people to see it who have been traumatized so we can
so if you know someone who's been traumatized.
So that's kind of the whole kind of mission behind our brand. That's something I've started talking more about in the channel is like have a bigger mission or brand around your music that can bring people in. So we're going to start putting out podcasts and talking more about how to receive like healing from trauma and things like that. Cause you've actually had a lot of healing. So that's kind of a big mission that we have behind our music. And so we'll see how that goes. And what the theory is, right? We bring people in for one thing. And then while they're there, they also hear our music. And that's how you can get more listeners for music and vice versa. Right? People hear the music and then they find the channel and it's related to that. And that builds more of that deeper connection relationship. And so that makes them want to like join our membership, or even like do like a healing retreat, or do something in person or something. We're still working on that. And we'll be playing that here in a second. You've even started a motherhood podcast as well. And we already had one person who just found the video that you did, and you just did this on yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
You did an episode, and they really liked the episode and left a really long comment. And they're like, oh, also just saw your music and I really like it. That's my favorite kind of music. So it's like, it's working.
I know. It's like, wow.
So that's a thing too. Like you can create other content around your music to build an audience, because if you're just putting out music and people's never heard of you, it's really hard for people to find you in like search. So it's good to create, search-based content. People can find you, and then they also find your music through that. Unless you're like doing covers, because people are actually searching on covers. That's an example of like search-based music.
Also putting story around your songs, like giving the background, because like they've proven they did an experiment where this famous person had this beautiful piece of artwork, or you could actually, it was just shades of red was the thing. It was just really shades of red was all it was. And they were able to sell it for millions because they put a story. This is like the intensity of anger. And everybody resonated with it, and they sold it for millions of dollars.
Story, man, I gotta have you on more often. That's really
good. Story is so important, and that's actually is what's gonna connect people to your music. Because like you can listen to a song, and many different people have different interpretations of that same song.
Right.
But it's like what is gonna connect the most people to that song? What connects you to that song? What do you get out of that song?
Right. So that's something we're gonna do in a second, is breaking down how can we really emphasize the story behind each song with our social media content. So that's really good. That's really good. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Anyway, all this to say, we actually want to start pursuing our music career as artists, right? I have my music career as like an engineer and producer with Orpheus Audio Academy, but actually as artists, because we want to not just help others through our music, but so that we can have more practical advice and results to share with you here on Orpheus Audio Academy. So in line with that, some ideas I had was I want to start publishing more frequently on Orpheus Audio Academy. I also want to create more like raw vlog style content where
I think that'd be really good.
Like I said, we're the guinea pigs and kind of coming back and sharing with you what worked, what didn't work. Go live more like this, like maybe doing live once a month or week or something, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Let me know again in the comments what you think. Right now, nobody's watching, so
there's one person.
If you're watching the replay, oh no, someone's watching. Cool. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Because that, again, I want to build more of a community is kind of the goal, so it could be more of a back and forth. You can ask questions, I can give feedback. Right, that might be just like talking head, like sharing thoughts on things, or maybe like streaming myself writing a song or mixing a song or something. Just have to like figure out that. I had the tech for that, but then I don't have that anymore. But I think I can do it with like what's that one platform? OBS. I think I can do it with OBS, which is free.
I'll just interject. What I think is great is because, where we're currently at is kind of forcing you into a position to find alternative routes that aren't so popular that people are talking about. Like, I think a lot of people think, you have to have all this equipment, you have to have, all this money to get started, to do the things, to share the things. And what you're finding is actually there's a lot of, a lot more options than people think there are. They're just not as popular and widely promoted because, right, the paid stuff is what gets you results a lot faster, but you can still get pretty good results with free promotion, free strategies if you're just consistent. Because that's what we found is like when we were consistently applying some of the principles, we were seeing pretty good results.
But yeah, we haven't been consistent.
Which
because we made the right. You can say it's an excuse, probably an excuse. But all the stuff we already detailed at the beginning of this video for why we haven't really been.
I was gonna say I've been a huge part of that stopgap there, because I have just been a complete mess. So I'm less of a mess.
Well, so have I. I've been a mess too.
And ready to go.
So now we're gonna get into just kind of like planning out our music year, and so feel free to follow along or just use this as an opportunity to plan your own music stuff if you want to. So yeah, this is kind of like candid look behind the curtain, I guess, kind of a thing. So anyway, so we were starting to release this. We were planning, well, we started to release one song a week.
Yeah,
But-
because you had the idea to do one song a week for an entire year to kind of
Yeah.
clear out our backlog, because
Mhm.
you've created a lot of songs,
But we just haven't published them, yeah.
because a lot of them don't have my lyrics, my vocals. Because again, yeah.
So I started releasing some like instrumentals and stuff. But I felt like a lot of music deserved to be actually promoted, and we haven't been able to promote them. So like maybe that's too much trying to release one song a week. So I don't know, what should our new schedule be? Like one song every other week, every 2 weeks?
That's like what just popped into my
Okay.
head. Because I think it could work as long as we have
And
a plan
We also don't have any covers
and stuff created.
in that plan.
Yeah, we didn't have covers. It was just we were trying
So these
to
are
clear
all
out the
the-
back,
These are all the songs.
the backlog, because you've created a ton of songs.
Mhm.
Because you can create really great songs in 30 minutes,
So we got these ones
which you have done
done.
several times. You're like, oh, I didn't get anything done today, but I did get the song made. I'm like, then you got something done.
I also did I Miss You. That wasn't even on the plan originally. I just wrote that song. So it's a new song.
That's a really good song.
So we've already done 3 songs. So these are the kind of different songs. So we got to decide, I guess, when we're going to release these, when we're and stuff. So I don't know if that's something we do on camera or off camera or what. But so we have to figure out what we want to do. I mean, the other thing is, I mean, we could release them as like 2-song singles or EPs and stuff.
Yeah.
Because this is,
Yeah, could we
basically done.
couple them? Because I know
I was also planning on releasing instrumentals like a week later. So I don't know. Maybe we could do 1 song a week if we just. I don't want to use AI. Shut up, AI. Because yeah, a lot of these are just instrumental, so it really is only like 1 song every other week. I just take the instrumental and publish that a week later.
right.
Maybe the problem. Maybe that's another excuse. Just saying, oh, it's too much. But we just really just need to have our schedule and our plan and stick to. Okay, we need to create this content. Have
That's
this
what I'm saying.
content done
That's what I'm
to
saying.
promote
I think,
it. So
I think if we just have a plan, that's what I'm finding out for everything is if you just have a plan and you stick to the plan a little bit more. I really do like making music videos. It's really fun.
it doesn't have to be very like complicated.
I know. I just for
Not
The
as
song
complicated
based
as Inferno was pretty complicated.
based on the trauma though, I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
symbolism, right, is very like I wanted that to have
Mhm.
layers.
I do have an AI
And-
music video company that's offered me like a month of their tool to
Ooh.
create a bunch of music videos.
Is there a cap on how many?
I don't know how many credits there'll be. They say to give me a month of the pro plan.
Okay.
So that's another thing we could potentially. That's
Yeah.
what I was using to create the I Miss You video.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Yeah. That was looking really good.
And what I used for Prism on Andromeda Kiss.
Mm.
So anyway, so kind of the plan is like you kind of like one music video that's made up of you just filming in 3 different locations, basically.
Right. We still haven't done that for Inferno.
Mhm. Well, yeah, that's already done. We just gotta clip that up, basically. And then you add on top like 9 different moment captions. So I think that can be just like a caption you add over it, or
Like the POV point of view, you are
yeah.
blah blah blah.
So you create a bunch of different ones of those, and you reuse them. So here's kind of the modern musician examples of hooks. So she actually films herself saying them. I think this is okay to share. This is all free in their if you get their Street Team platform, which is free, they have this in there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear. There's a computer on here. So she records this hook. So for example, hook 1 is pain isn't a roadblock. It's a flavor, and my success is seasoned all the times I had to do it anyway. So because her song is called Do It Anyway. So I guess you record the hook and you put that first to hook the viewer, and then you have the actual moment video after that. So you record 3 different moment videos, and each one of those gets one of the 9 hooks. So it's a total of 27 videos. So that's like a month worth of content for per song. So you might be publishing multiple times a day.
Which again, that's a great strategy though.
If all we have is free, then you kind of have to go for volume.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, that's exactly what everybody says is the volume.
The way you break it down like this, it's not too hard to do.
No, it's not. It's not. Especially when you take into consideration that it only took us 24 hours.
So it's only really so it's 3. It's just so you record one music video from there. You get like 3 separate clips from the music video, basically.
Mm-hmm.
That are interesting, and then you just record like there's just her sitting in a room back to back to back, just recording one sentence basically. And maybe you don't even have to do that. You could, like some people, they just put text.
Mm-hmm.
So we could try that, experiment with that. So that seems pretty doable.
Yeah, I've seen other music artists are just they'll have themselves singing the same part of the song. And this one artist, I know one location, she was in a mall going down the escalator. Another one, she was in her bathroom putting makeup on. That's literally it.
So yeah, that's the other thing. Just you can even get bonus content like that. And then there's like other like random videos we could pretend the voiceover talking about the song, and then you play the song in the back half of the video. You could ask a question, like film yourself in the studio to your song, text on the screen asking questions. They're really simple stuff.
That is really simple.
Rate the song,
stupidly simple.
Break down how you made the song, kind of like Dream Kid. Dream Kid does a really great job of this.
Oh yeah.
Add each instrument one at a time and show yourself performing. Some other optional stuff. Influencer. Do you remember the song by insert famous artist? I made a song that sounds like that. Here's my song. That's like the hook. So that's an example of a hook, really. And then you play your song.
Okay.
But you frame it as it's like famous artist. Obviously just here's a song I wrote, and you play the song. Sing pretty simple. It's a song I've been working on. So many.
Yeah, should I finish it? Yeah.
So we really just need to have our schedule built in. Here's when we're creating our content.
Yeah.
And then we just create like what's that called? A film sheet, a shot list. Is that what's called?
I think so.
Basically, of like, here's what we need to record.
I think so. Yeah, that would be really helpful, because then that's exactly. I mean,
and then we intersperse with other random stuff, like stuff about our lives, stuff about our values. Plus, we're gonna have all the freaking clips from our podcasts. So
I think we have a lot of free content that's going to help build really fast.
I mean, then also the outreach plan, which I think I was just going to do the outreach, right? So when the song goes live, have a plan to reach out.
Yeah, I think
many
that's
different Spotify and radio stations.
As much as I would love to do the outreach, I know
you can't do that.
That's not realistic.
Yeah, and I'm planning on like vlogging this too. Like, what are the results of reaching out to X number of Spotify playlists over the course of like a month or 90 days or something? So that'll be interesting to see. So I think we're good. So then we got to figure out what we're doing with our membership.
Now, question: do we want to have the same exact type of videos for each song, or do we want to mix it up? Do we want to have like multiple shot list options?
We probably want to tailor them to each, have like a basic template, but then, like I said, like we might want to like, oh, this type of video would work well for this song.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, I just want to know: do we have? Could we like? How hard?
Obviously, the hooks would be different. I mean, kind of the same.
Right, the hooks are different. Obviously, I just mean like there's a bunch of options in there. So rather than dealing with decision fatigue for every single song, could we have like a couple different like templates and be like, okay, this template works for this one?
Well, I think this is our main minimum template.
Right, but what I'm suggesting is making it even more detailed.
Okay.
Of a template, so that we know automatically, okay, this template fits with this song, or is that not?
Well, what do you have in mind for the template?
Well, so have the specific, where was that? Was it on the song promotion checklist sheet? Do you see what I'm
Over
saying?
here?
Yeah. It's like you have the different, for like all the different hooks, like actually spell out, or
Yeah.
do you want to have like a 1 to 2 minute story video for every song?
We might want to have a story video for most of our songs. Like for Prism, I wouldn't be able to do that because it's like it's just an instrumental. I don't know what it's about.
So that's what I'm saying. So like for instrumentals, does having that work?
Well, that's why I think. Yeah, I mean,
I guess.
Yeah, instrumentals probably wouldn't work for this. I mean, we could find, or maybe the problem is I need to figure out what is the story of Prism. What could that mean?
Yeah.
So, or what else?
Because I think in the music video you did have a story.
True, I added that later. So
you added that later, but
so yeah, I mean for music, for like it doesn't even have to be us in the video, like because that could be just like a text caption. Because I think I put in like a Bible verse or something in the music video. So
I might need to go get the baby.
Yeah, well, add a cuteness factor.
It does not sound happy. Woke up from his nap. I mean, like, I Miss You is technically instrumental.
I think we just need to have like a planning session to sit down and be like, okay, what are the hooks in the videos for this song and that song?
So okay, so that's what I'm wondering. Can we have? Okay. See, I'm here to ask all the stupid questions.
That's not a stupid question. It's a really good question.
All the newbie questions.
Because yeah, we need to have a time like, okay, we're doing this song this month. What are the hooks for this song? What are the hooks for that song? Oh, that would be good. What's the story video? Whatever. What's the extra video we want to do? So that goes down to like schedule, I guess. So we need to have like every month have a planning day.
Yeah.
For music.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, because I think we could easily knock this out in a day, like all the planning for each month. Like that's really reasonable.
Yeah.
And then we can
figure specifically out what days are we creating content. So yeah, so we need to schedule planning day, content creation days, and then also recording days to record vocals. And right now our plan is we work together between 11 and 1 p.m. because nap time. Now
there's independent stuff I can do, obviously.
And the kids like being in our videos too, so we can also find stuff with the kids because we have family time between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Yep.
So we could even use that. Because like we did for the Inferno music video, we had bonfire and s'mores and stuff, and the kids just got to eat those in the music video. They really like that. And they love watching. They don't love watching the video. They keep asking us to play it.
Or as Halo says it, I want to watch Mommy with the cracks.
Yeah.
Mommy's cracked. Yes, you are correct. Mommy is cracked.
It's different than doing crack, which you don't do anymore.
Had to give it up. It's too expensive.
Well, people find ways around that too. Just do crime. Get the money.
Yeah, that's Cody Sanchez. He talks about, don't, let the crack addict inspire you. They'll do anything for their habit. What are you going to do for yours?
Yeah, here's the video. So it's real the cracks on your face.
Yeah. The scenes on it. Behind the song, which I think we're going to do that tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're going to do a live stream on Andromeda Coast. And because we're also doing a podcast. So there's you trying to like a broken glass doll. Well, that was pretty cinematic.
Yeah, it was really cinematic. So again, that was your execution. I had the idea to fall down, but then you were the one that broke it up in the editing. Yeah, you did all the editing and stuff. So it was really good.
I know what I'm doing.
Well, everyone who's watched this has said it's really good.
All 135 people.
Well, I mean, people we've gotten feedback from. Which anyone who has seen it is like, oh, that's really creative. That's really
not to toot their own horn, but and it's obviously very low budget and like not like high production quality or anything, but it shows you don't need to like have a super fancy music video that you paid tons of money for, because this day and age it's more about volume versus creating really one high quality music video that no one sees.
Also, people are getting sick of the over editing.
Mm-hmm.
That like people are sick of that.
So anyway, so we got our schedule. So our
great
planning day. So I guess we'll just pick like the first week of the month.
Yeah.
During our 11 to 1 p.m. time.
Or do we need it to do before the month starts?
So the last week of the month?
Yeah. For the next month, right?
So I mean, we need to do ours probably as soon as possible. So like maybe this weekend or something.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Now, do we want our planning to be on Sunday?
So we're probably just going to like make a calendar, like pull up a calendar.
Would Sundays be a good planning day?
Yeah, we could do it on Sunday. Maybe we should just do that. Just do it last Sunday. Month.
Because like usually on Sunday, I'm like, I want to be productive, but I still have to get everything ready for their week.
So
of production. Productivity.
So, and then, so we have our live stream on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Guess we do that during the same time.
Yep.
So
yeah, the only variation for me would be Wednesday mornings at 6 a.m. is when I'm trying, between 6 and 7 a.m. is when I'm trying to go live.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
in the mornings.
Live stream Wednesday morning. So then what day should be our vocal day? Which day should be like a content creation day? And do we need to create content every week, or do we want to have different weeks dedicated to different like batch processing?
Well,
because if we're doing one song a week, but sometimes it's just an instrumental, so it's going to be like 2 weeks to kind of promote the same song.
Yeah.
So it's basically 2 songs a month, maybe sometimes 3 songs, like unique songs.
Yeah.
So that would be, we have to have 27 different hooks total.
Which is really simple.
Which the music videos can be really simple. It could be just, like, it doesn't have to be us even. Like, it could be just.
Well, I know we talked about how complicated
could be like a
Inferno was, but realistically, we did that in 24 hours total.
We did do that in 24 hours.
because I had a plan. I had a plan.
We started filming at what, like 5 or something in the PM. And then put the kids to bed, and then we filmed the rest at like midnight, 1 a.m.
Went to bed around like 2 or 3.
And I woke up in the morning and finished editing it by like noon or something. So it was like less than 24 hours.
It was less than 24 hours, but because I'd had a plan and I had the shots I wanted.
Yeah, that's all we need is like the shot.
I had all the setup and the outfits. Now that took time, but the actual execution itself was not that much time. So that's why I'm like, what all can we plan? Because I know if we have a dedicated plan and everything, and also I would love to go crazy with like, here, let's create all this content on this day. But I know realistically,
true, because we can't really do huge batching.
No, we have to take into consideration that we have 5 little precious humans who could need anything at any time.
Maybe the first couple days of the week we'll do vocals.
Yeah, that's good.
Back-to-back vocal days. Vocal and
yeah, that's good.
Content.
Yeah, I'm usually feeling pretty good after a podcast in the morning. So.
All right, cool. Schedule.
Yeah, it looks good.
And so I guess as part of the content, we'd create content for our membership, which should be pretty simple. So this is what our membership tiers are right now.
Yeah, I really love Street Team.
So it's just the lowest tier is like early access to new songs and announcements. So when the song's done, we just instantly upload it there before it's actually live anywhere. Give people announcements.
Yeah, that's pretty simple.
Just talk to people, give updates. And then the higher tier, right, for creating merch or album art, just upload it there. The people can vote. So exclusive live streams, we'll start doing those as we're getting people into this tier. Right now, we don't have anyone in the tier. So that shouldn't be too hard.
No, but then
Could just be
also
like a
aren't there
Q&A
like
live
posts
stream.
and stuff that you have to do pretty regularly, like daily posts, or like post once a week, or what does that look like? What's
You
the?
don't have to. I mean, just share like behind the scenes stuff. Probably at least once a week, just to update. Access to unreleased demos, works in progress. So this is kind of the main one. This is more just like if you want to support us and get a little bit more, be more in the loop on what's going on and get early access to stuff. So it's like they get stuff before anyone else.
Right.
They're the first ones to get it.
Right. But then I also have the trauma stuff that I have to create.
Right. So that's what we can figure out. Is where will that be its own separate tier?
Mm-hmm. Probably should make that its own separate tier.
Because you want to create a trauma bond membership tier where people can have a community and get resources and training and support.
Yeah, community.
How to be healed, healing from trauma.
Yeah, because community is the biggest thing that helps people heal. And sometimes it's hard to talk to other people in your everyday life about trauma when they have no idea how to appropriately respond, and it can just make things worse.
So, we back to our plan. So, doing our content. I hear Mario Kart. So, this is going to, so we got our content. So, that's social media and membership. Content.
Yeah, I know for the trauma bond.
Just making it a priority just because otherwise we just forget about it. Because we don't have anyone in our membership yet because we haven't really been promoting it. So,
right, but we haven't been promoting it because we don't have anything in there.
So start putting some stuff in there. And as we're creating all this content, right, we're going to have the link in the bio promoting our membership. We're going to be mentioning it in all our videos and the clips, like, hey, join our membership. Because there's a free tier as well, which is like just the community, I'm pretty sure. I think there's a free membership, free.
Yeah, it says join the free private community right there.
Yeah, I know there's a free tier. I'm not sure where we see that. Just the community chat, maybe. So you just get access to the community. So you can talk to other fans and talk to us.
Which our community is vacant.
Yeah, I mean, we do have releases. I've been uploading like new releases and stuff, new music and videos. So yeah, we're going to be still learning and educating ourselves more on how to run this membership because Modern Musician has a lot of good training on that. So yeah, here's our song. So these are kind of like our streaming pages. People could also buy it because we did get a purchase. Actually, we got someone to buy one of our digital songs. Actually,
that's cool.
Sounds cool. It's actually the American Martyr song, which I got a lot of people mad. A lot of people got upset about this song, but also made a lot of people happy. So being polarizing, right? Gonna make a lot of people hate you, but also a lot of people love you because this is the one song that someone actually bought. So that was pretty cool.
That's really cool.
And became a subscriber on our YouTube channel. So really awesome. Oh no, that's someone else. Someone else did that thing. Oh yeah, right there is a notification. So anyway, got that coming up. Schedule, membership.
Yes, that's why I haven't talked about
on schedule. So
membership or anything because I'm like I'm not in there.
Post.
So yeah, I need to. That's another thing is I need to have my time to actually. Yeah, okay. You're talking about posting schedule. Never mind. You're just doing.
Well, we got the 11 to 1 on Wednesday and Thursday to create content. So that'll be our social media content and also what membership content.
Okay.
And we should we should have that planned out.
Okay.
What's our content for the month for social media? What's our content for the membership?
So on Wednesdays and Thursdays, can that include the stuff for Trauma Bond too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just trying to think if I need to have a separate time to work on stuff and how I would fit that in.
Yeah, for a membership, you'd want like just like a once a month kind of like podcast training masterclass kind of thing.
That's really easy. It's really simple.
Yeah, once a month, and then you could do like a live stream once a month. That's just like a Q&A, answering people's questions.
That'd be fun.
Just two. Then you have the community the rest of the time answer questions. So it's not.
Yeah, no, I wanted to create some free resources. I had some
Yeah,
ideas
and as you create free resources and stuff, you just upload this to the community. Okay, so the go on promotion, the membership schedule, the podcasts.
So this is the podcast.
So I don't know if you want to plan out episodes here, or if we want to. It's we're going almost an hour, so I don't know if we should. We also kind of got our schedule already. We're supposed to keep our schedule. Just bump back the dates.
Yeah, we were going to decide which songs, or are we just going to, whichever one's done first?
Well, we already had it all mapped out here. See?
Are we going to, but we had said, were we going to stick to this?
I think we said we were going to stick to it. We just got to bump back some of the dates.
Okay, that's what you just said. Jeez. I'm like half listening to what's going on out there just to make sure they're not.
I mean, we probably want to keep our actual trauma album.
Yes. I want to keep
Warzone.
That.
We want to keep all that the same.
Yes.
So maybe.
Yes.
Maybe Fruit of the Spirit gets just
bumped,
pushed to next year.
Okay.
Maybe we just cut all these out.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Yeah.
So anti-Christian.
And so then for our show, we're mostly going to be breaking down our songs.
Yeah, we said we were going to break down our songs, and then also.
So next one's going to be Inferno. Breakdown.
We were going to have reaction videos, react to stuff.
Yeah, react
just
to stuff.
Raw reactions. Just
so
have a lineup.
Format is song, discussion, and then section, and then the next segment is basically reactions.
So we'll reacting to the music video, because we were going to break that down because for Inferno specifically.
So yeah,
because we may not need to do a reaction video to every music video, right? It's just with Inferno, I packed a lot in there intentionally. Which the significance can be lost if you don't know, again, the story.
So we would talk about like meaning of the song, meaning of the video, how we made it. Yeah. I mean, the meaning of the song that can like branch into the whole broader topic that the song is about.
Right.
So that's pretty big.
Yeah, there's
and we would package it and frame it as like answering a specific question on YouTube that someone's searching for. And as we're answering the question, we're talking about, we made the song to talk about. This sounds so stupid. I think it'll be cool. So like so we have to figure out what Inferno would be answering. So like, what's that? What would you say that song's about?
Well, I've described it as it's a moment where there was a shift. So, let's see, what was it? You lost something in your childhood, whether that was your sense of safety, your innocence, something was ripped from you, stolen from you.
So how could we frame
that
in a
searchable
video title?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Let's see what people are searching on that. So we'll have to figure that out. But we should probably wrap this up since we've been going for about an hour. And kids probably need stuff. So anyway, let us know in the comments if this was interesting.
Interesting. That's an interesting video.
Stop sharing the screen. Okay. So let us know in the comments if this was interesting in the replay, if you like this kind of content. I don't know that we'd do another video exactly like this, or maybe we would if you like it.
Maybe we live stream our weekly planning.
Yeah, I
don't know if it's helpful.
I was planning on doing more live streams, but being more didactic and like teaching on something. But if you like this,
some teaching moments in there.
Like this behind the scenes kind of content, let us know. And if you want to see more Haley on the channel, let me know. Let us know. So
I have thoughts about music.
She has thoughts about music.
Especially the music snobs. Especially the music snobs. I used to be one, so
You do have some really good thoughts I might want to bring you on and talk about.
help
Like how
dispel.
Music theory is sabotaging you.
Yeah, music training can actually work against music creation. I feel like
Anyway,
that's my hot take.
maybe this was all pointless garbage.
Well,
if so, let us know in the comments. Or if for some reason you liked it and you're a weird freak and liked it, then let us know too. That's okay. No judgment. All right. Goodbye.